welcome back to my YouTube channel, to all my Orbeez. I'm here, you're here, and those hating ass bitches are over there. Okay, so let's get started with this YouTube video today, honey. Okay, so as you guys know, I have my mic on the last video. So today we're gonna be doing the same thing because I gotta practice holding my mic, you guys. For when I perform or when I do a meet and greet and I show these bitches what's up. So how do you guys like the glow? I have really been doing a lot of y'all do not mind these scratches right here. So y'all do know that I am transgender, which we are going to be talking about a little bit about that today. Just stuff that us girls go through. My young T girls go through. But I still do gain chest hair on my chest, so I do shave, and I did cut myself a little bit, but don't mind that. Your girl is still good. Her tatas is in. You see the little crease, yes baby. So how you guys liking the new glow up? Can you guys see a little bit of difference with me? No, I have my own hormones still, but I've been eating better. I've been back on my diet, y'all. I'm not even talking with the mic anymore. So the mic isn't I'm just doing it just to, practice, just to, when I'm on stage giving these bitches the real spears. Yes. So yeah. So how you guys like the little glow, I don't know if you guys can notice a change in my face. The glow, the how slim it got. Yes. If you guys don't wonder why I'm on the passenger side, it's because that will be in my way. And it's like, when I be talking to you guys, I always have a problem trying to angle out my phone so you guys could just see me. So whatever. So that's why we on the passenger side, honey. So yes. So today we're gonna be talking about what it's like really being a young transgender girl. As you guys know, I am only 21. I've been doing this since I was 5. I knew I was a girl ever since I was 5 years old. And what I really do want to talk about is, a lot of people will say, why don't you just say you're a female? Because I am a female. I always say a transgender woman because for myself, in my personal opinion, y'all can see my boobies, oh my goodness. They're just fake, y'all know that. Y'all know I am a trans, and I genuinely feel like there should be a line where, okay, this is a transgender girl and this is a organic woman, because I do think that for one of the main reasons is because when it comes to men and when we're in these certain spaces, they don't always like us. So it's important to acknowledge the fact that you are a transgender woman, because some men just don't like that. So I think for me and my safety that I let it be known that I am a transgender lady, and I'm proud to be a transgender lady. And I commend my cisgender ladies that, and how to put this? I just commend you guys. For the ones that really genuinely support me and my girls, I support you girls as well, because I do know in the LGBT community that, and I can really speak for myself too from personal experience, that I used to get into it with girls, and I used to talk down on girls, because I felt that it was like a defense that I used to do. I was always in a defensive mode, I would say. So I did used to, talk bad about the girls and the cisgender ladies. And, I think it's really important that we appreciate each other. But I never ever try to take away from a cisgender lady. Never have I ever did. The only time that I ever did was if a girl came at me the wrong way. And I think that's really what that came from, like I said, was just that defense mechanism. In the whole situation where girls used to bully me. They used to make me feel like, I wasn't part of them. And I do think that, and I'm not saying that us transgender ladies are a part of the ladies. We are all ladies. We are just different type of ladies. So let me clear that up real quick. and there's nothing wrong with that. And I really don't think that we should have labels, but out of respect of others, it's just only right that, you know, you let it be known that you're a transgender lady. In my personal opinion, you guys don't have to agree with me, but that's just the way that I see it. I did also come from a background where I did come from, like I said, a hood / suburb neighborhood, and it just wasn't tolerated. So that's just how I kind of grew up, in a sense. You know, it was always out of respect that you let people know your what's going on, you know. Really, in certain situations, not every situation, but enough of that on that topic. But I just really want to, you know, get that out there, to, you know, let the cisgender girls know that, you know, I really do appreciate the ones that support me, and for the ones in my community and the ones that don't, you know, you're just really bitter at this time, you know. And I really want all of the girls and everyone to come together, because nobody's better than anybody, you know. But I do have to say that a lot of cisgender women, ladies, do have a presentation where they don't care about us. They don't care about us girls. So they always try to down us. When men come around, especially, they always try to outcast us. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about that here today. So, as you guys know, that I am transgender, and I really am so proud of myself, because I let so much shit, and I let so many people say so much shit about me, and I really grew to really appreciate and grow into the lady that I am today. And I'm really not trying to tear up, because people don't know how hard I worked just to get to where I am right now currently, and I still have more work to do. But if a cisgender lady has something to say, because for instance, I was at work one of these days, and I forgot what the hell had happened, or how this transpired. But I was at work, and it was this girl that I was talking to, and we are cool all the time. All the time. When it's me and her. But when a man comes around, it's like she'll try to dumb me down. She'll try to dumb me down. And what I mean by that is, she will just be like, what did she say that really triggered me? What did she say? She was like, because a dude had came around, and she was just like, girl, like she was overdoing her part, trying to let it be known that I was trans. For instance, like, she would be like, girl, period poo. Like, but we weren't, like, I do, like, that is my personality, but she was overdoing it, and I was just, you know, like, not on that time. I don't know if you guys are trying to catch on to what I'm trying to catch on to, but she was just really trying to, like, have me bring out that part of me, which she knows that some straight men do not like. So it was aggravating me, because I wasn't trying to act like that in front of those men that had came around. So I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's what had happened. So I had pulled her to the side, and I was like, you know, what was your purpose of, you know, you doing all of that? And she was just like, girl, what do you mean? And she was just like, girl, you gotta show these men who you are, or whatnot. And the thing about that is, it's good to have pride, and it's good to stand up for yourself, but it just was not needed at that time. They weren't doing anything to harm me or anything like that. So, and I already knew how I felt about the transgender ladies anyway, because when it had came about that I was transgender or whatnot, and At first, they said some harmful shit to me, and I actually checked them. And we had a conversation about why they don't like some of the LGBT girls, because they do too much around their space, which I could get that sometimes. Sometimes we can be a little bit too much, and I wish that my T girls and my gay femmes will understand. Sometimes we just need to dial it down. It's a time and it's a place for everything, honey. Okay, so yeah, so that was just that. And so, you know, after that, you know, we just had respect for each other. You know, it was just like, well, I was like, I understand that, but, you know, at the same time, you know, that is just who we are, you know, organically, you know. So I did let them know that, those young gentlemen. And they was just saying, we get that, but, you know, sometimes we feel like some of y'all people are putting it on us. And I said I could get that too. So we were really agreeing to disagree, but it was a nice, smooth conversation. So that's why when she did that, I was just like, why are you doing this knowing that we already all had a talk? You know, she was just doing too much. And at this point, bitch, you need to sit your ass down. You're stirring up the pot that does not need to be stirred. So boom. So that's just that. The difficulties that I run into with being a transgender lady. Now we're going to talk about men as far as dating. I am tired of being in a closet with a lot of men that I like. It's always the men that I like that want to be in a closet with me, and it's or that have girlfriends or have wives. And then it's the men that want to be with me, but I necessarily don't want to be with them. So it's like I can never really find somebody truly for me. And the problem with this is I just had a conversation about this with someone, and it was just like, I'm tired of being in the closet at this point. I'm tired of being almost a second option to men. And you know what? And I'm not using this as an excuse. You know, I get money out of men for my own reasons, you know, as I already explained in the other video. But let me just go into that real quick. So, I am a young artist, a young T-girl artist that's coming up. And growing up, I didn't have much. So, if men want to spend money on me, well, I'm going to let them spend money on me. You know, I always been spoiled anyway, even when I was a kid. So really, it's no difference. I do want a Prince Charming in my life. I do want a king to sit with me on my throne. But I don't need a king, a ring, for me to have my throne whatsoever. But these men, and I am a human still. I still like to, you know, have sexual pleasures. But at the same time, why would I look how this looks? A man is, but I don't like sex that much though. I do not like sex that much. And I am speaking for myself, but I am speaking on behalf of my other T girls, because some of these girls, they do feel the same way that I feel, because I had conversations with them. But I don't like sex that much. So if a man, pretty much a lot of men like sex from the men that I ran into. That's just what I have seen. So if a man has a wife or a girlfriend, why are you over here? There could be multiple reasons. Maybe he's unhappy. Maybe he just wants sex. There could be so many different reasons. But the way that I look at it is, you're not just going to come into my space and think that you're going to take something away from me and then just throw me in the dirt. It's not going to happen like that. You want something out of me? Okay, well, I'm going to want something out of you. And yes, I do like sex, but not all the time. So it's just a very complicated situation. But it's not meant for all of, see, that's the thing, that's another thing. It's not meant for you guys to get it, because this is something that I'm doing for myself. I am building an empire for myself. You know, whether the next bitch, the next nigga like it or not, I'm doing what I gotta do for myself, you know. And I'm so sick and tired of because I have some people that grew up with a supportive family. You know, they had the wealth. I'm so sick and tired of people telling me, girl, you need to work for your own money. There's only so much a person can do to get money. You know, every job wants you to have degrees. Every job wants you to do X, Y, and Z. You know, I can't be everywhere at once. And I'm tired of explaining my reasonings to people of why I get money from men. You know, not once do I ever sit here and say, oh, well, girl, you can't talk because you have a supportive family. I only say that shit when bitches think that they can put their nose in my business. Okay? Because some people will not be in a position if it was not for their generational wealth. And I'm just going to put it like that. So don't speak on the shit that I'm fucking doing. Period. So that's just going to be on that. And I'm not going to school because I don't want to go to school. The only thing I could go to school for is to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer when I was a kid to help people. But it's so much shit that goes into everything. Even if you go to school, you may not even land on a job, land on your feet. You know, my mother is a single mother. My mother does not have money to put her kids in school. So we will have to get government assistance, which is not bad. But then what comes with that is you can only make a certain amount of money. Then you still have to worry about paying bills. No. And then all of that just to not land into the job is not realistic for me in my situation. Some people are able to go to school and not have to worry about any of that shit. So I decided, you know, even when I was younger though, I always liked dancing and stuff and being entertainment and making people laugh. I decided that I want to do that and I can still help people through my platform. So, that's just how I look at it. And so it's hard being a young T girl and of color too, because people just look down on you so much. They expect you to be someone that you're not. They expect you to, a lot of times people expect me to be just ghetto and ratchet. And I want people to really know the difference between personality and being straight ghetto and ratchet. Let me break this down to you too, for you guys really quick. For one, being ghetto, in my opinion, is looking messy, looking sloppy, just cussing randomly. Bitch, fuck this bitch. Starting up drama, starting up chaos, stealing, scamming, you know, being rude to people, bullying. That's ghetto, that's ratchet. Personality is, hey girl, you know, being a little bit loud, being vibrant, you know, having your slang, having your own way of talking. To me, that is personality. I really wish people would stop trying to put those two together because it's totally different. It's really your motives and what you got behind it. So I'm just tired of it's so hard being a transgender girl, but I do want to say that I appreciate all of the support and all of the love, because I definitely feel it and I just want to give it back. I want to make people smile. I want to make people feel good. I want people to be motivated when they hear me speak, you know. And one thing about me is, and a lot of people could tell you this now that know me, maybe not in my past because I have not been a good person always in my past, but I make people feel good about themselves. I don't ever try to make people feel like they need to be somewhere else. I always try to embrace who you are. I won't try to make you feel like something that you're not, or you should do this. No. One thing about me is I do recommend some things on what you should do if you're in a sticky situation, especially if you ask me. But other than that, you are the boss of your life. And I hope some of you guys took some pieces out of this video to really boost, you know, your energy and the morale just around you. And I love all of my Orbeez, and I want to start having my my end sayings. So no matter how, because I was saying this in the other video, but I kind of wasn't consistent with it as much as I'm consistent with. I'm here to my YouTube channel. Y'all know the tea, honey. Period. But I want to say, no matter how dim or bright your light is, always make sure you let it shine. Okay, and that's just that on that. So till next time, to I'm out, peace.